A girl was determined to find a suitcase filled with 500 million yen in cash. She even quit her job for it and goes back to take the university entrance exam all over again. So where exactly is this suitcase full of cash hidden? The story starts with her. Her name is Sakiko. Ever since she was a kid, Sakiko has loved money more than anything. That's exactly why. Once she grew up, she became a bank teller. But just a few months into the job, she's already sick of it. No matter how much cash she counts, none of it is ever actually hers. One day, the bank gets robbed by two armed men. Sakiko is taken hostage. The robbers speed off into the forest, not knowing the terrain. Their car goes flying off a cliff. The car is about to explode. At the very last second, Sakiko kicks open the trunk. The blast throws her into the river below. The suitcase full of cash tumbles in right after her. Sakiko clings to the suitcase for dear life, getting swept through rapids and over a waterfall, then carried into an underground river, and finally washed into a deep pit no one even knows exists. Water quickly starts filling the suitcase. It slowly sinks to the bottom. Sakiko has nothing left in her. She thinks to herself,
私の一生もここまでかって思った。
even with her life slipping away, she still manages to pull half a bill out of the suitcase. Luckily, Sakiko finally washes up on the riverbank. A passerby finds her and rushes her to the hospital. The first thing she says when she wakes up is,
防災効くかな?
everyone around her thinks she's an idiot. Sakiko spends 5 months at home recovering. Once she's back at work, she's still counting money every single day. She feels like she's completely falling apart. Life feels utterly meaningless to her. Then one day, she catches a news report on TV. The report says the bank was robbed of 500 million yen that day, but the robbers died in the explosion. Experts assume the cash was destroyed along with them. It suddenly hits Sakiko. She's the only person alive who knows where the money actually is. She feels a kind of happiness she's never felt before. That happiness comes from one thing.
私は生きる目標を見つけた。
From that day on, Sakiko was bursting with motivation every single day. She starts gathering every scrap of information she can find on the robbery. Some records aren't allowed to leave the library, so she finds ways to copy them down by hand. Eventually, Sakiko works out roughly where the 500 million yen must be. She drags her family along to go look for it. Reluctant as they are, they still tag along, following the treasure map Sakiko drew herself. They drive into the forest, then set off on foot up the mountain. Watching Sakiko looking so full of energy, her mom says,
サキコ変わったわね。
but once they reach the top, they find nothing but a dead end. Right then, it starts pouring rain. Everyone has to rush back down the mountain. Refusing to give up, Sakiko secretly slips away from the group, determined to search for the treasure on her own. But the forest terrain turns out to be brutal. Halfway up a cliff, Sakiko with zero climbing experience realizes the rope she bought is too short. She grits her teeth and keeps climbing anyway. Then, without warning, the tree root she's gripping just pulls loose. Sakiko goes missing for 4 days after that. Finally, that's how Sakiko was finally found and rescued. Her family gets word of it soon after. The moment her mom sees Sakiko is safe, she faints on the spot. Her dad, furious, shouts, back home recovering. Sakiko turns completely listless, like she's lost her soul. Her mom tells her to stop overthinking things. Now that she's healthy again, she should get back to work. Sakiko just points at her own neck, signaling she still needs more time to rest. One day, an adventure show comes on TV. A university professor is out exploring the very forest where the 500 million yen is hidden. The moment Sakiko sees this, her eyes light up. A bold idea pops into her head. She springs into action right away, quickly packing her bags, hopping on her bike, shedding the disguise she's been hiding behind to avoid reality, and heading straight for the train station. She hops on Japan's high-speed Shinkansen and eventually arrives at the university where the professor works. Sakiko has no idea what this school is even like. She stops a random, rough-sounding old man to ask for directions. It turns out this old man is exactly the professor she's looking for. Sakiko immediately pulls out the treasure map she drew and asks the professor if he'll take her there. She says she doesn't care how much it costs. The professor has no idea how to turn her down. That's when a teaching assistant nearby cuts in.
ちゃんとした専門知識がないとそんなとこ入っていけないの。だからみんな大学に来て勉強してるんでしょ。
じゃあここでちゃんとした勉強したら私もいける？
いけるいける。
本当？
本当本当。
The TA was only joking, just trying to get her to leave. But Sakiko takes it completely seriously. She's already picturing herself holding all 500 million yen. She heads straight back to her hometown and quits her job at the bank. Her coworker asks her.
鈴木さん辞めるの？
She says.
それと定期預金解約したいんだけど。
Her family asks her again.
ちょっとあんたそれ本当？
Word gets out that Sakiko is going to retake the university entrance exam, and her family just can't wrap their heads around it. Her sister says, "You already dropped out junior year, you spent forever moping around the house, and now, after only 6 months back at work, you want to go take college exams again?"
今度は本当に勉強したいことがあるの。
Her dad strongly objects, saying he won't give her a single yen.
ああ、いいのいいの。定期下ろしたから。
And just like that, Sakiko takes every last bit of her savings and moves into a rented room. The faucet drips constantly. There's a hole in the window. The whole place looks completely run down. But none of that dims her enthusiasm one bit. She pries open the wooden window, which is a little stuck, and looks out toward the university. She feels like she's finally on the path to chasing her dream. After a year of hard work, Sakiko takes the university entrance exam. On the day the results come out, she can't find her exam number, 666, on the list anywhere. As it turns out, Sakiko wasn't formally accepted. She's been placed on the waitlist instead, sitting right at the top of it. Right then, someone shouts excitedly. One guy got so excited, he had a heart attack and died on the spot. Sakiko moves up from the waitlist and is officially admitted to the university. Once the semester starts, the old professor lectures away at the front of the room, while the students below are all busy doing their own thing. Even the TA is in the middle of breaking up with his girlfriend. Right there in the classroom, Sakiko just can't take it anymore. She shouts.
うるさい！聞こえない！
That's when the TA finally notices her.
あれあの女
I can't believe you actually got in. The TA tries to make small talk, but Sakiko isn't interested. There's only one thing on her mind. Where can she buy the equipment she needs to find the 500 million yen? The TA mentions he's headed to the equipment store anyway, and offers to drive her there. But he warns her, "You're going to regret coming here to study." Right around then, Itami, the girl who's in the middle of breaking up with the TA, secretly pulls Sakiko aside. She tells Sakiko, the TA is a pretty careless guy with people's feelings, and warns her not to get too close to him. She says,
私みたいな不幸な女になってほしくないわけ。
Sakiko looks totally confused. What are you even talking about? Once they reach the equipment store, Sakiko is completely mesmerized by all the precision instruments. The TA says, "This stuff is expensive. We're talking millions of yen. You should just borrow equipment through the school instead." He turns around to chat with the clerk, but Sakiko goes straight up to the clerk herself and says,
すいません、これください。これとこれも三脚もください。
Sakiko ends up sinking almost her entire savings into this hunt for the 500 million yen, since she'll need a car to haul all the equipment. She goes off to get her driver's license. During the test, nervous the whole time, she keeps asking, "Did I just hit something?" Realizing she might run into some steep cliffs out there, she goes and takes rock climbing lessons. She might also need to dive underwater to search, so she signs up for scuba diving lessons too. But her instructor tells her, "You can't dive if you don't know how to swim," so Sakiko signs up for swimming lessons as well.